Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Just got done with my, do I do a flex at the same time when I point? My Body Beast workout. And welcome to my gym. It's our living room. And there's probably a lot of you out there going, oh my gosh, do I really want to do a workout program like Body Beast or Les Mills Pump, Lean Extreme, and have all this equipment all over the place? Maybe I have to clear out a spare bedroom and make a separate gym or clean out the garage. There's a lot of people that do that, and that's really, really cool. And I'm kind of like a little envious that, people have that dedicated space. If you remember past podcasts, I had my gym right in my bedroom. It was a huge bedroom. But my gym was right there. But now, getting married, living in Boise, and we use the living room. And it's perfect. In a second, I'm going to show you how this all tucks away. But that isn't the premise of this podcast. When it comes to having all this equipment around, some of the things you really got to pay attention to is the safety feature. And when I say safety features, I mean being safe, watching where you're stepping. It's very easy, especially when you get a workout like this, a program like this, and you are, you kind of want to try and keep up with everybody on the screen. These guys are grabbing, they've got access to all these different dumbbells and stuff, and they're bringing them over and, getting themselves set for the next type of workout. So I have like 3 different sets of stuff. We're fortunate to have the Select Techs, and we've got 2 sets of them, but let's say you've just got one. Or, even if you have a bunch of set of dumbbells, you're going over and trying to do some things. So what you really, really need to do, I can see this already. If I'm getting done with a workout and I need to get over and change the weights, because you're using some of these, the Easy Bar and these plates and stuff, and where we have our Select Techs, all of a sudden you're having to step over some things. You really got to be careful, and you've got to, if your weights are kind of on the heavy side, you really, now you're trying this little agility thing while holding heavy weights. So you really need to be careful and really pay attention to that. Because injury, that's going to take you out of the game for getting other workouts done, right? So that's one thing I definitely want to share with you. I know they refer to it on the videos, stuff like that. I absolutely love these Beachbody workout programs. Say safety first. Keep squatting down to get on the screen here. But that's one of the things. The other thing that you need to really make sure that you're doing is making use of these things here called legs. It's very easy, especially when it comes to like the Select Techs or grabbing dumbbells. It's really easy just to kind of bend down like this and pick up a set. But as your weights start to get heavier, even with the lighter weights, it's just always best to just kind of bend at the legs. We're working on those legs anyway, right? Bend at the legs, grab, and instead of pulling up with the arm, grab and just let the, just kind of clasp on it, let the legs bring it up. I've got a degenerative disc, so getting out of commission for a while and really having to pay attention to those little details, for me, that's what ended up happening, and so I don't want you to learn the hard way. If you just put that into practice and do that all the time, you aren't going to have to battle any back issues. The other day, unfortunately, Corey, our son, went and he was grabbing the Easy Bar. And the Easy Bar, there's a move where you take the Easy Bar and you've got some weights, and the Easy Bar is between your legs, and you bend down with your legs and you lift up and you do some lunges like this. Well, it's very easy to just kind of, because you're working on your hamstrings, to just not bend that leg as much and go and try and now use the lower back. He ended up having to get himself to a chiropractor, which I recommend to a lot of you out there. get a good chiropractor. It makes all the difference, and it makes your workouts go so much better when you allow your body to heal and recover, especially with a lot of the intense workouts we do here, right? So anyway, that's one of the other things that I kind of noticed. You know, you've got to really be careful of that, bending your legs that way for doing those. And then another thing, for all you Select Tech people out there, and this might even go with people with power blocks. I've never used those before or not. But sometimes with the Select Techs, as you dial in a weight, you can tend to overturn by like a half a notch, but you think you've got it locked in. So if like you're planning on picking up a set of 10 pounds, and you're like, oh, this is light, and it locked, and it's trying to pick up the whole set of 52, there's an easy way that you can do that. So if you can concentrate, I know when you're trying to keep up, it's very, very quick, you know, you can be very haphazard, but try and dial it in, lock it in exactly the way you want it. Kind of frustrates me a bit when it doesn't click in, and I heard that there's, you know, well, I've heard other people having that issue there. So that's one of the other things, is that probably the biggest thing that I've found when doing Insanity, Asylum, Body Beast, P90X, whatever, is using proper form instead of having to keep up with the dudes and the dudettes on those workout programs. First time I tried to keep up with Shaun T and everybody on Insanity, the moves got abrupt for me. I tweaked my shoulder. I twisted a wrist a little bit just because I was trying to keep up instead of worrying about having proper form. That's been happening to me with Body Beast, because you get those numbers down and you're like, oh, I want to push myself just a little bit harder. I'm going to take the weights up a little bit harder. And all of a sudden you're pushing up and you notice that you're trying to, you know, really twist your body and contort yourself to get those extra reps. And while you might be able to kip a little bit in a pull-up, it's not the best thing to do when you're trying to leverage an extra curl or something like that, you know, because that's going to put undue pressure on muscles that you don't need to be working, or on your spine or something like that. So be smart and follow, you know, the best form. If you find your form starting to drag, it's okay to check your ego at the door and go with a lighter weight. It's better to be a little, you know, to go a little bit undertrained than all of a sudden have yourself injured and then you can't work out at all, right? So make sure you do that. So a little safety check. I'm going to show you how all this stuff disassembles though. As I put things away. I've got some dumbbells here. They're like, I think 22 and a halves here. And so those just go right over here, and that's fine. It's the same deal with this set. Now you can see me kind of managing around some of the plates that we have here. This little gadget here is pretty nice because we store this out in the garage. So it's really easy, folds up flat like that, and we just kind of, our garage door's right over here, so we kind of walk that out of the way. So then we've got those things. I think I showed you this little thing where Tabitha is. It's a little footstool here. I know I don't have the camera right around here, but the footstool, my power stands, this footstool actually opens up into kind of like a little storage chest. So we've got our med balls and push-up bars and stuff like that. Now all I have left is really these plates. And this whole kit just kind of disassembles. I know I have my back to the thing here, camera, sorry about that. But, you know, as you're putting these things apart, these plates stack really well and slide nicely under. Now, I know this is very particular to our household and setup. It'll be different for yours. But I just wanted to kind of prove to the point that you can have these at-home workout programs and not have to have a dedicated gym or dedicated space in the house. I mean, you want to have space in the house, but you don't want to have that sort of thing go. But now, you know, when we slide that all under there, you know, bam. I think Lori Yancey would be proud because, you know, she's the organization queen. But it all slides pretty much in there. We do keep our workout books and stuff on top of here. There's 3 of us doing Body Beast, so we want to make sure. But now you can see, I mean, we've got our living room back. everything's all set, and that much safer environment now we've done it. So anyway, just wanted to share some safety tips there, how these programs just kind of tuck away. You can work out at home, get a great phenomenal workout. If you do go to the gym, awesome for you making good use of your membership. If you've got a membership and you're not using it, get there. And if you don't have a membership but you do want to work out, these at-home workout programs are phenomenal, like P90X, Chalene Extreme, Turbo Fire, Brazil Butt Lift, and stuff like Body Beast. So anyway, keep getting younger, keep getting healthier, keep getting fitter day by day, right? Remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.